question is, parang hindi nabigyan ng priority ng last administration. I don't think it is intentional, but for hindsight, bakit kaya po? Ano nangyari?
So mga kababayan, ang video na ito ay ipapakita ko sa inyo itong ginawang hearing ng Kongreso patungkol ito sa Department of Energy. Kasi yung bansa natin medyo kinukulang ng energy o supply ng kuryente. So sa part na ito ay nagtatanong si Congressman Marcoleta. Maiksing video lang ito, ipapakita ko sa inyo. At inyong napanood yung unang sinabi niya, why parang napabayaan ng dating administrasyon itong sa larangan ng lalo na itong malampaya, parang napabayaan ng past administration. Ang tinutukoy dyan, malamang itong administrasyon ni President Duterte nakaraan, tila napabayaan sa larangan ng itong energy, tila hindi natutukan. So madaling sabi, sabi ni Presidenta, sabi ni Congressman Marcoleta, parang napabayaan. So, ang tatanong ko sa inyo, anong masabi niyo dyan sa ganyang sinabi ni Congressman Marcoleta dyan? Agree ba kayo na napabayaan nga ba ng past administration itong larangan ng energy sa ating bansa? Lalo na dyan sa part ng malampaya, kasi may expire daw yan ay 2024 yung kontrata. At alam naman natin na may mga pabalita na yung malampaya na yun ay ibininta na sa private sector. At hindi ko magkakamali ay itong si mga Oy, itong may-ari ata ng third telco, siya yung nakabili dyan, hindi ako magkakamali. So ipapanood ko na sa inyo mga kababayan itong video at kayo nang humusga dito mga kababayan sa itong So ang gagawin natin, record na lang natin, record na lang natin itong video niya. So wait lang, i-unmute ko lang ito mga kababayan. Tapos
Despite representative from DOE, because we have observed that.
So bago yan, balik muna natin sa start.
The question is, parang hindi nabigyan ng priority ng last administration. I don't think it is intentional, but for hindsight, bakit kaya po? Ano nangyari?
So hindi pala napabayaan, kundi parang hindi na bigyan ng priority. So pakikorek ko lang aking sinasabi kasi iba yung word na napabayaan kaysa hindi binigyan ng priority o hindi binigyan ng prioridad. So sabi pala ni Congressman Marcoleta, hindi nabigyan ng prioridad. So ibig sabihin, parang hindi pinansin. So let's go na natin.
Representative from DOE, because we have observed that the exploration of and development of the natural gas industry did not seem to have been pursued in priority by the last administration. Despite the fact that we all know that the Malampaya concessions will expire by 2024. Why so, Madam?
Anyone from DOE?
Actually, Your Honor, the activity on promoting the development of the exploration for the upstream has been conducted. Actually, we have this.
No, I am not asking about the upstream industry. We're talking about the downstream natural gas industry, because we all know that this is a very important industry because it supports at least 5 power plants that is fed by the natural gas. Ilihan, San Gabriel, Santa Rita, San Lorenzo, and Avion power plants. It has an aggregate output of about or over 3,200 megawatts, supplying at least 30% of the Luzon grid and 20% of the entire energy requirements of the archipelago. So this is very important. The question is, considering that all the GSPAs will expire by 2024, it will put to high risk the 3,200 megawatt installed capacity in the Luzon grid. Question is, parang hindi nabigyan ng priority ng last administration. I don't think it is intentional, but for hindsight, bakit kaya po ano nangyari?
Actually, sir, nabigyan naman siya ng priority. Kaya there was this promotion of developing the upstream, but it just happened that um, there was no one who really invest for the upstream at this time. Um, it's maybe because there are some issues in the existing. Hindi ko lang yan masabi, sir, ha? That's just my personal opinion. There are still issues in the existing service contract that has not been fully resolved. That includes the taxes by the as claimed by the ano yung sa COA, sa Commission on Audit. So hindi pa yan, as of this time, hindi pa siya totally na-resolve. So maybe there was this reservation, but we continue to do our efforts to promote. Actually, not only in the Philippines, but our upstream group,
Madam, we do not question your
Ilan tayo?
efforts to promote. Talagang kailangan nating i-promote. But promotion is one thing. Seriously doing something is another. Kasi kung sa nga nakikita natin ngayon, we rely purely on the private sector. Paano kung wala ngang mag-invest? Hindi man pwedeng pabayaan natin ito. It will be catastrophic if the natural gas will just be depleted and without us exploring other indigenous replacement for the Malampaya gas to power project. Ang sabi nga po natin, this is a very vital national energy asset of this country. Isa pa po ang napansin namin, in the explanatory note of our bill, and as explained by Congresswoman Tanchay, the alternative fuel, kung sakasakaling ma-deplete at wala tayong makita, is the importation. But this is still problematic because hindi tayo nakahanda considering the non-existence and operational facilities today. Ang pagkakaalam po namin, and I think the chairman is very well aware of this, dapat sana nagkaroon na tayo ng LNG terminal by December 2020 in Batangas. And correct us if we are wrong, parang nabigyan ng kontrata ang isang power company na wag na nating banggitin to start that project in Batangas. Pero walang nangyari. What happened there, madam?
Sir, as an update, the Department of Energy has issued 6 companies permit to implement or put up the LNG terminal. So with that 6 companies, we have 3 issued with a notice to proceed.
Isa lang inisyon yung notice to proceed, kaya alam na namin
Sir,
banggitin.
sa ngayon, 6, but as they progress, nagko-comply sila ng mga requirements, they progress to permit to construct. So as of today, we have 3 proponents that are already holding the permit to construct, and the remaining 3 are still doing for the compliance on the notice to proceed.
Is it true that that one of those 3 that you given allegedly permits to proceed did not pursue with the contract, but actually it changed the whole scheme by just, I think, decided to buy or pursue an FSRU facility?
Okay.
Kesa dun sa original plan of putting up an LNG facility. Masyadong malayo between an LNG facility and FSRU. Di ba ba?
No, sir. LNG, land, we have different technologies, the land-based and the floating storage, regasification unit, and the floating storage unit with the regasification that is in the land-based. Basically, the Department Circular that we are having now as a regulatory, that's serving as a regulatory framework and also providing guidelines to the proponents or interested proponents to put up the LNG facility, did not mention any type of technology. So the one you are referring, we are applying initially for a land-based LNG terminal, but in the middle, we decided to have a floating storage, which at the end will also be at LNG terminal.
Which you also approve, but because the contract is different. An LNG terminal is million miles away from an FSRU. Bakit hindi ninyo iniba yung kontrata?
Sir, the contract is remain the same because as I mentioned, there was no mention of technology because at the end of the day,
You
it
mean
will
the
still be,
FSRU is the same as a land-based
yes, sir.
LNG facility in the contract? Are
It
you
just
sure of that?
happened, yes, sir. It just happened that it is a floating terminal and the land base is uh, in the land. So the only uh, benefit benefit that it can bring or advantages between the land base and the floating storage is that the land base will take up about 4 to 5 years to complete, while the floating storage will only take up 2 years. And the same component will be also present. Either it will be a land-based or a floating storage. You still have the storage facility, you have the regasification facility, and even uh, a jetty. So it's either a land-based or a floating, you still be requiring a jetty because what they are putting is to enhance the existing jetty so that the floating storage can be able to deliver the existing power plants that is land-based.
Mr. Chair, I will not belabor this because I intend to engage the DOE on another forum on this because we have
Tapos na pala. So, yan. Tapos na pala na sa chat. So, dyan ang mga kababayan yung ating video, no? Yung diniscuss o mga tanong ni Congressman Marcoleta dito sa hearing ng DOA kung saan sinabi niya nga na tila napabayaan. Yun ang punto na i-highlight natin sa inyo, yung sinabi niya na tila napabayaan ng dating administrasyon o di kaya ay tila hindi binigyan ng prioridad itong sa part ng DOA. O DOA yung nagpabaya. Lalo na ngayon kay alam naman natin itong sa lalong nagmamahal at tumataas bilihin ng kuryente. So hanggang na lang yung ating video mga kababayan at maraming salamat at see you next video mga kababayan. So yan.